Alma is a early stage company. Alma is developing positioning solutions designed to help car drivers and also scooter riders localize themselves using widely available inertial sensor driven by deep learning algorithms without the use of GPS, camera, or any other sophisticated sensors. So this is about Alma generally. The vision of the company, as we see it right now, is to be another company, but not just another. To be one leader in the world of mobility, to allow mobility for all. This is what we believe in, the mobility for all future, and we took ourselves the mission of positioning. We aim to provide positioning solution using inertial sensors without the GPS, as we said before, and we do that by really state-of-the-art technology, mainly machine and deep learning. So this is the mission, the positioning solution. What is the positioning problem? Why we need it? Why we have the company? So the positioning problem is something that we know from daily living, like indoor parking lot, the complex road network, the urban canyon. I mean, anywhere, any place that we don't have satellite communication or any ability to see where the car is located, kind of what is our line of sight. Like in camera, we need to have the line of sight, but in some weather condition or building, we cannot see it. So this is the classical scenarios where the positioning is problematic. So we have like low GNSS cover, low GPS covering, and something which is much more, let's say, 2022 problems is the dispatch and ride sharing problem. This is the Uber company problems. This is the Bolt and Lyft daily problem. How can we know exactly what is the optimal path to design? What about the micromobility, like where the e-scooter and the bikes parking places, where actually those vehicles are located? And as Amazon discussed with us lastly, what is the position of the delivery guy eventually? Can we solve the last mile delivery? So this is the positioning problem, still exists 2022. We don't know to locate anyone, anywhere, anytime. And this is what Alma aims to solve. And we do that mainly by looking through the terrain. We look on the surface of the road. We look on the surface of the sidewalk. We kind of seeking for some geometrical properties, some physical properties using the inertial sensor and some OpenStreetMaps map. I mean, really low-cost map and really low-cost inertial sensor, just to make sure that the low cost means zero. You don't need to pay nothing for the inertial sensor because they are available in any smartphone. And you don't need to pay anything for the maps because all the maps, like what we need for Alma, are for free. OpenStreetMaps is open, and we can rely by that only. And what is AI? AI is like only using deep learning on time series data. We do not like to take the picture or videos, a lot of data, and process it, but just taking a series of data, time series, one-dimensional input, and rely on that and take outside the positioning. So Alma, actually, the Alma solution is SDK, and this is what we provide. The diagram that Alma live inside using the IMU sensor, the inertial measurement unit that combine the accelerometer and gyroscope only, which are physical sensors, is where the driver, the vehicle, the road, and the map are the entities who play together. And we know from this play and from those relationships between the driver and the road, between the driver and the vehicle, between the vehicle and the map, and all the physical conditions, we know how to translate it into positioning solution. So this is maximizing the safety. It provided anytime, anywhere. It's very accessible and available. So if you want to use Alma, you can do that alone. And if you want to have just kind of accessible solution, for example, for the AV world, autonomous vehicle, then you can integrate it next to any LiDAR or RF or any other GNSS platform that you want to make it with Alma. So this is the solution. We are in the company today 8, and we just have 2 additional talents, so we are 10 starting from October 2022, where I'm the CEO and the single founder. We have Maxim Freden, that he has also Ph.D. from Duke University and the Technion. He leads the entire R&D activity. We have Liad Yitzhak, that was one of the founders of Waze and lead the Air Mobility company in Israel. And Liad Yitzhak is one of our board members, very active. And together with these great minds, which is really important for our stage startup, where all the employees, all the algorithm engineers are graduated from Technion with bachelor, with cum laude degrees, we know how to eventually achieve our goals. And we have it, and we have work POC. So what is our product? I mentioned it as an SDK, the SDK named Dido, Dido 1. We have the on-device ability to play. We have the server side if we want to update and improve the version of the SDK, but we don't need to have the connection to the server side. We can play by ourselves alone. We want to allow this positioning solution to work outdoor as well indoor. So what is meant by outdoor is like we want to provide the user positioning, which could be car, could be e-scooter, could be e-bike. We want to allow it like GPS in the same resolution, in the same accuracy, but without the GPS, like GPS, but without GPS. So we speak about 10, 15 meters as initial solution phase. So this is what we have here. We see the green and the blue colors, like this is the points. The green is the Alma solution and the blue is the GNSS, a very accurate one. This is the RTK, and we see how it follows. And in the right side, we see what properties we actually take outside from the OpenStreetMaps. We take outside only the geometrical properties, the curvature, the rounds, the curves by themselves, the lengths, and much more than that. We build the motion events or the state of the vehicle where you can move straight, left, right, level up, and many more. We have 2 work POC, one in Tel Aviv in Israel and one in additional city in Israel named Ashdod. We passed a way of 27 minutes, 6.3 kilometers with a mean absolute error of 24 meters. Okay, which is this is like GPS, but without GPS. And why I mean like GPS? Because this is urban canyon environment. The city of Tel Aviv is very crowded. So you see that the GPS error is about 50, up to 100 meters error. So we took this down so we can move with the delivery services like Wolt, like Uber, like anyone, and provide the positioning of those vehicles. Additional use case is the indoor parking lot positioning, where we have a lot of talks lastly with a lot of OEMs, including JLR, including BMW, and what we have here, and maybe I need to also mention Porsche, what we have here is the ability to take the vehicle from the entrance of the indoor parking lot to the the exact spot that you want to park your car. So today it will be for regular vehicle, but give us 2-3 years, and it could be also for AV. So what we have in the right is actually the trajectory of the car that we sketched using the IMU from the smartphone, specifically from the iPhone only. And we see that we have the same performance like company that names uBlocks, that we bought the sensor for about 250 USD, and we have really good performance. So we know where the car is entered and where the car is ended the trajectory, and what exactly was the trajectory. So yes, we have a still small bias, but this is without relying on the map. This is relying only on the IMU sensors using some deep learning approaches inside. We collected about 5,000 kilometers all across Israel, all over Israel, and we have patents from the idea that we had. So today we are with patent pending, all to the USPTO via track 1. So really in the final stage, this is the phase where we want to have much claim as we can. So we hopefully will have in the USPTO the 4 first patents registered very soon. And what we cannot have patents, we publish. We published a lot. We published 2 papers in a period of 10 months. Okay, so we published IEEE censored. We now submitted our paper to Nature. So we know that what we have in our hands today in the company actually can make a revolution in the mobility industry. So what we can do today is like protect the IP. We have competitors, we have uBlocks that we actually, to be honest, with connection with them, okay, in order to have something in common, something together. We know about TDK and NVIDIA, those giants that really want to put their feet in any new technology. So what differentiate Alma from those giants and any other company is the ability to rely only on the inertial sensor that exists in the smartphone. You don't need to integrate or to fuse the cameras and the LiDAR and the radar and HD maps and all the sophisticated sensor together. You can rely only on this low-cost IMU sensor, highly available. And eventually, from the business side, this is a very basic one. This is license selling business model. We speak on B2B model. We have design partner, a very strong one. This is Bolt. We have about 100 million users potentially that will use Alma technologies in the near future. We speak about 2023. We ignited with them the POC with Bolt. We see some initial results that make us pretty sure that we can revolve this industry. So the market potential is huge because this is mobility. So we speak on mobility, but not only. We speak also on the micromobility business, the e-scooter, what we see today in Amsterdam, in Paris, in London, in USA, all over the world. We see this revolution, and we see that we need to have those positioning solutions also for the micromobility. We know that connected car is something that fascinating the world, also the others for the OEMs and tier 1 company. And our go-to-market strategy eventually is to start by the easier one, the mobility company, and then the automotive tier 1, also the fleet managers like Joyride for the micromobility. Okay, so we know that eventually also the navigation providers like uBlocks can benefit from using Alma. We provide the SDK today, but we can provide the API tomorrow. We know how to be a complementary system for ADAS and autonomous vehicle anytime that someone needs us. So we know how to monetize this technology. And just to sum up everything, we just ignite the core team. I mean, the core team assembled was on October 2021. This is just 12 months ago. We supported by AWS, the Amazon Web Services. We got 2 investment rounds from Israeli Israeli angels named MNS Group. This is the leader, about 1.7 million USD. We got additional grant from the Israel Innovation Authority, and we keep push to additional grant. We speak about 700,000 USD, and by that we mean that we speak about 2.5 million USD that we successfully aim to raise in a period of 12 months. Okay, it's very fast for a deep tech company, and we really want you to keep and follow us. We have the LinkedIn very active, and we have the website. And thank you for this opportunity.